What is up, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Kirby on Sports Watchalongs. We will be watching the Chiefs against the Lions for Sunday Night Football. Of course, I'm repping the Chiefs as always, wearing my Nick Bolton jersey because honestly, every time I wear this jersey, he's had a great game. So yes, we are here. We're watching this game together. We haven't done this in a while. It's been a few weeks. The last one we did was Chiefs Giants, I think was the last watch along we did. And then obviously, well, football watch along, we obviously did Crown Jewel yesterday at 8 a.m. That was a nightmare setting that one up because at 8 a.m., obviously Friday was my birthday, so I didn't have a lot of time to get everything set up and ready to go. And early start, and I was rushing to finish graphics and everything, and I didn't actually get back on live until like 8:30. Well, like well into the Roman Reigns match, so that was a nightmare. But here we are. You know, gonna have a great time. So obviously, I made a couple changes to the stream. You guys are about to see it soon. I'm gonna reveal it here in a second. It's probably one of the coolest things I found, and I'm hyped that we get to use it. Right now, it's just the pregame stuff, and all that stuff. Oh, hello. I got to turn this on. I just realized that. Yeah, there we go. 3-0, 3-0, 2-1 so far. Yeah, I know. I'm keeping up with it, bro. You don't got to tell me nothing, Kirby. All right? One of us is taking the L here. Either I'm going to tie you or you're going to pull a 2-game lead on me. Either way, I'm still within striking distance. All right. Since we got the boss and CEO in here, let's go ahead and reveal the new thing that I got. Here we go. It's coming. Ba-boom! We got us a new score bug, baby! We are ready to go. Found this cool new program that we can use for watch-alongs. It's created by another play-by-play creator who is also a Chiefs fan. They made it available for people to use, and we're using it, baby. It's going to up our presentation by a whole lot. So yeah, right now we're in the pregame section, so we're going to go ahead and check out some stuff really quick. So we'll move over to this screen right here. That's where we're at on that. Am I muted? Oh, you know what? I know exactly what I know exactly. I know exactly what went wrong. I'm a dummy. I forgot to put the microphone on this scene. So you guys didn't hear anything that I just said. Oh, rookie mistake here. But yeah, we got a bunch of inactives is what I went through. My bad. What an absolute botchery by me right there. Oh man, yeah. Sorry, I forgot to add the mic into this scene. That's my bad. This is a totally new scene. I totally forgot to add the mic here. Um, so yeah, um, I went through the inactives. There's a lot of guys missing tonight. Um, again, Taron Arnold, Zach Cunningham, Taylor Decker, Avante Maddox. All these guys are all out for Detroit. And then for us, Christian Fulton, Jared Wiley, Elijah Mitchell, Josh Simmons, of course, is the big bombshell one that we lost today. And just kind of going through some of these guys. But anyways, yeah, Josh Simmons is out for personal reasons. Not entirely sure what the personal reasons are, but yeah, he is out for tonight's game against against the Lions. So we're going to be going with our backup tackle. So right now, we're about 6 minutes until Sunday Night Football starts. They're not necessarily until kickoff. Kickoff isn't until 8:20, but it's 6 minutes until all that starts up. So fun stuff, fun stuff. And right now they're interviewing Patrick Mahomes. God, what is his name? What is his name? It always escapes me his name. Jalen Moore. Jesus, I don't know why I can't ever remember Jalen Moore's name. My goodness, I always forget it. Always forget it. So yeah, we're here. We're ready to rock. Obviously, so we're only going to be live on YouTube and Twitch tonight. We're not going to be live on Facebook. We don't get a lot of engagement on Facebook anyways. And on top of that, I can't ever see the chats from Facebook. So it's kind of pointless to be live on there when I can't even interact with people that want to interact on there. So yeah, we're just going to be live on YouTube and Twitch for now. And yeah, if you guys are watching the game with me, if you guys are joining in on the stream, react to things, engage with me. I love it when you guys engage, and obviously your comments will show up here, and I'll respond when I read them. Obviously, this is a totally new system that we're running here. I have a separate computer over here, so my focus might be over here for a little bit. Hopefully, one day I can get one of the other 3-man booth people to join me, and then I can focus on this while they entertain. But obviously, I'm the Swiss Army knife, so I do everything. So I got to operate the scoreboard and all the cool stuff that you're going to see as the stream goes on. And then obviously I got to focus on the game and do the play-by-play for the game. But yeah, throw in some comments. Let's go ahead and put out a poll. Who's gonna win? Question mark. And the first option we're gonna put Chiefs, and the second option we're gonna put Lions. And start the poll. There we go. All right, so there's a poll up in the YouTube chat. Obviously, if you're on Twitch and you're watching me on Twitch, you're not going to see it there. But on YouTube, I put up a poll. Just go in there and vote. See, who you guys want. Detroit, Kansas City. Obviously, I'm rooting for Kansas City. Kirby's got Detroit. Dan has Kansas City. So either Kirby's going to pull away in our pick'ems by 2 games again, or I'm going to tie him. And once again, I'm going to be in prime position, 7 weeks into the season to to win a 4th belt, to keep that championship belt right there. So Detroit looks like they're about to come out. Packed house in Arrowhead. Taylor's not there tonight because she's got an important announcement on Good Morning America tomorrow. My guess is that's going to probably be her Eras Tour documentary, probably, because I guess she announced the Eras Tour movie came out on October 13th 2 years ago. And then obviously tomorrow, Monday, October 13th, it just seemed, what else is there to announce? We're not getting a new album. She just dropped an album. I don't think there's going to be a second one, like a part 2, a week and a half later. So my guess is that's probably just going to be the Eras Tour documentary that we know they filmed for. So a little Taylor Swift talk for you. If you're wondering if you're going to see her tonight, you're not going to see her tonight. So sucks, because I'm a Swiftie as well. So brutal. But yeah, Chiefs defense has to step up tonight. This is going to be a tough challenge. Obviously, Detroit, Jared Goff is not a mobile quarterback at all. So we shouldn't have the same issues that we had with Trevor Lawrence last week or on Monday. And of course, we need Chris Jones to respond to all this criticism that he's gotten because he's just that was absolutely embarrassing. That play where Trevor Lawrence falls down and Chris Jones is just standing there not doing anything. So yeah, it's a must-win game. We want to be 500. Obviously, starting tomorrow, Rashee Rice is back. So the offense, which has been playing very well these past few weeks, ever since Xavier Worthy came back, is going to get an even bigger upgrade with Rashee Rice finally coming off a suspension. And we want to be 500 going into that Raiders game because obviously we have a few tough games coming up after that. I'm pulling up the schedule real quick here for the Chiefs. Yeah, so obviously, we have the Raiders. I mean, that's not necessarily going to be that tough of a game. It's the Raiders. They haven't been playing good. Geno Smith can't help but throw, interceptions after interceptions. Then we got Monday night against the Commanders, it's not a guaranteed win. The Commanders, obviously, they play tomorrow night on Monday Night Football. But, we could very well lose that game if we don't take them seriously. We need to take them seriously. Obviously, they play the Cowboys next week. So they're going to be riding high because the Cowboys defense can't stop a stop sign right now. It's terrible. Then we got the Bills in Buffalo. We might want to chalk that up as a loss. We always lose to Buffalo in the regular season, so I'm not expecting to win that one. And then we got the Broncos. That's not going to be an easy game either. That's after our bye week, though. So we get the bye week, then we go to the Broncos, then we get the Colts, who the Colts are proving to be an actually really decent team this year, so that's not a guaranteed win. Cowboys on Thanksgiving, that's going to be the highest rated game of all time, maybe. I don't know. Obviously, that's going to be a very interesting Thanksgiving just because it's Cowboys-Chiefs. It's my former favorite team growing up against my adult favorite team now. I don't know why my camera does that. And then we got the Texans. That should be a relatively, not an easy win, but a win. We got the rematch against the Chargers and Arrowhead. We got the Titans, the Broncos, and the Raiders. Again, we're staring down the 8 ball right now. If we lose this game, we're going to be 2-4. And we're falling behind in the division, so we're going to be 2-4. Let's say we beat the Raiders, we'll be 3-4. Let's say we beat the Commanders, then we'll be 4-4. We lose to the Bills, we'll be 4-5 going into the bye week. That's not great. And then we come in and we got to face the Broncos. That's not good, dude. That's proven to be a very bad recipe right there, because what if we come out of the bye week and we can't win that game either? So right now ESPN has it at a 55% chance on their matchup predictor that the here, let me actually put it on screen right now. Yeah, 55% right now chance that Kansas City wins this game. I did not see who Sunday Night Football had winning. I don't know if anybody else checked it out. But yeah, they have it at a 55% chance. Of course, here's some stats. Mahomes is the leading rusher for the Kansas City Chiefs. He's got 28 carries, 190 yards, and 3 touchdowns rushing. That's embarrassing. The running game for the Kansas City Chiefs really needs to step up here, as they're showing Patrick Mahomes coming out right now. Tyquan Thornton is obviously the leading receiver, 272 receiving yards. He's got 13 receptions and 3 touchdowns. Karlaftis leading in sacks, 3.5. And Bolton, my guy, Nick Bolton, who ever since I started wearing his jersey, which is why I keep wearing it, he's had phenomenal games. He had a phenomenal game last week against the Jaguars. He had a phenomenal game against the Ravens. So we're hoping for another great game here. Look, the great thing about the Chiefs' defense is no matter what, they've stifled the opposing team's rushing attack. And they're going to have a tough one, obviously, with Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery, Sonic and Knuckles, basically. They're going to have a very tough time with that one because it's a two-headed running attack. And obviously we know Jared Goff kind of has Patrick Mahomes' number, which is crazy. I think Patrick Mahomes has never beaten Jared Goff because they've played a few times. Last time, obviously, they played in the season opener against each other a couple years ago when after Super Bowl 57. They played each other, and yeah, that didn't go very well. So, all right, here we are. We're just waiting for the game to kind of start. It's 8:18. Kickoff is next, 2 minutes. So, let me go ahead and get this all ready. Get it all ready to go. So, yeah, we're still in the pregame festivities. We're still waiting for kickoff to happen. So, again, put your comments in the chat. They'll show up here on the screen, and I will react to it as you guys watch this game with me. So, yeah, just waiting. But, yeah, Jalen Moore starting over Josh Simmons. Josh Simmons inactive. That was the bombshell that came out a couple hours ago that he is out due to personal reasons. No idea what that means as of right now. But, yeah, we're just waiting on that. Yep, hold on. And yes, I'm standing tonight for the most part because honestly, I feel much better when I stand. Just checking things out here. Getting it all ready to go. Make sure I have stats and stuff up and ready so that I can see it. Went to a dinner theater last night. That was interesting. They actually casted me in the play. They casted me in the play. And I ended up being the murderer. And I gave the performance of a lifetime. I was a priest who, yeah, I was a priest. And let's just say I used a very fruity accent for that one. But I did so good, they tried recruiting me afterwards. So, but I told them, no, I'm a one and done, baby. That's it. It was a good night. It was so far, it was a very enjoyable birthday week. So, all right, let's see here. So I guess we're gonna jump in the front. Oh, look at the big guy. The big guy made his first appearance. Chief. So I am not sure who's getting the ball first. So I might need to turn this up real quick just so I can hear and see who's got the ball first. So they're talking to Aiden Hutchinson right now. Absolute dog. Yeah, there's all the inactives. They're missing pretty much all their corners right now. It's 80 degrees in Kansas City. Oh, they're taking so the Lions won and are taking the ball. Okay, that's interesting. Most teams defer. So Jared Allen, who is a Viking and a Chief. Oh. 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 I always forget he was a Chief. Harrison Butker, who's been killing us this season with his missed kicks and kicking it out of bounds to put Jacksonville at the 40 last week. He's been awful so far this season. So here we go. And we're off. Butker kicks it. It's being returned. Got it at the 20. And he's going to get... Oh, no, he bounced out. Not good. And great tackle. And that'll put them at about, what, the 28 is what I kind of saw. 28, 27. So 1st and 10 for Detroit. As they're going through the starting lineup. Actually, it's about like the 29-ish. So here we go. 1st and 10. Jared Goff under center takes the snap, hands it off to Gibbs. Gibbs gets to about 33. So that'll be about a 4-yard gain. Give or take. 2nd and 6 coming up. Jared Goff having one hell of a season, as he always does. I mean, what else is new? So, yeah, 2nd and 6. Goff under center again. Gibbs in the backfield. Pointing out something. Takes the snap. Gives it to Gibbs again. This time is completely stuffed. Gets the gain of about 1, I want to say. But Leo Chenal was in on the tackle. So that'll be 3rd down. It'll be 3rd and 5, I want to say. Chris Jones is looking a little motivated right now. So let's see if he can wreak havoc tonight. So 3rd and 5, Goff in the shotgun. Gibbs back there with him. Laporta in motion, takes the snap, looks, fires, finds Laporta. He gets it easy, 1st down, and gets it to about the 45-yard line. And it'll be a 1st down and 10 for the Lions. Bolton got tripped up there. He didn't keep up. Oh, man. I hate this. I hate this. 2 tight ends in motion. Gibbs standing back there. Goff changing the play. He sees something. Takes the snap. Gives it to Gibbs again. Gibbs gets about 4. So he gets about 4 there. About 3 minutes into this game so far. Going through the Chiefs defense right now. So actually it's about a second. Yeah, 2nd and 6. Goff in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Tranquil on the blitz, but he finds Williams open and he gets out of bounds. So that'll be a 1st down. At about the what? Yeah, at about the 45, the Chiefs 45 yard. They're at the Chiefs 44. Give or take. So 1st and 10 from the Chiefs 44. Goff under center again. Gives it to, no, fakes it to Gibbs. He's going to try to go long. Throws it down to Williams again. Williams gets the 1st down. Tries to hurdle Watson and goes out of bounds. That was not a smart play there, but gets it down to the 30. Or not. I don't know why he tried to hurdle him, but he did. It made no sense. But a 1st down, great play by the Lions. The Lions are driving here, but usually this is how it goes. The Chiefs are just trying to gain. Spags is trying to gain some information here and see what they're going to try to do in this game out of the first 15 script. So they're actually at like the 29, yeah, the 29-yard line. 1st and 10. Goff. St. Brown gives it to St. Brown, and Cook misses the tackle, but Leo Chanel stops him. So that'll be about a gain of 2-ish. So it'll be like 2nd and 8. I want to say maybe 2nd and 7. No, 2nd and 8. I was right. Look at me. Look at me. So we haven't seen Montgomery yet. We've only seen Gibbs so far in this drive. St. Brown in motion again. Fake it. Give it to Gibbs. He's breaking through a little bit. Gets to about the 20-yard line-ish. So that'll be about a 3rd, I think maybe 3, I want to say. 3rd and 2, actually. They're going hurry up here. My clock is a little behind. Oh, they don't get him. He gets it there. Gets the 1st down. Gets to about the 19, 18-yard line. So, clock is ticking. Clock is ticking. But the Detroit Lions driving right now. Not great. Not great. 9 plays 53 yards in about 6 minutes of action so far. Goff in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looks. Gets it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Tosses it to Gibbs. And Gibbs, I don't know where he went out. He went out at the 15-yard line. Oof, that was a good rush by Chris. So it'll be 2nd down and 7. Down to the 15-yard line. Man in motion. Goff takes the snap. Gives it to Gibbs again. Cuts it up. Gibbs gets the 1st down. I think he got it. He got the 1st down. Yep. So Detroit driving here. Kansas City's offense struggling here. Or defense, I'm sorry. Kansas City defense is struggling here. Detroit's offense is moving this ball right now. Looked like there was a face mask there, but whatever. I don't know. I don't know, man. First and goal, actually. My bad. It's first and goal. And Gibbs gets it to about the 3-yard line. So it'll be second and goal. So, this is a brutal first drive. But again, the Ravens did it. The Ravens did it on their first drive. They came down. They scored. I was very nervous. And then the Chiefs defense locks down. Again, Spags uses this to kind of gain a feel on what they're going to do. And then he makes his adjustments. Second and goal. Goff in the shotgun. Takes the snap right about now. Gives it to Gibbs again. Gibbs going up the middle. Stopped at about the 1-yard line. So that'll be third and goal. Can the Chiefs make a stand here? You got to think the Lions are going to go for it on both downs here. This is 4-down territory. They're going to be aggressive about this. So here we go. Big stop here. So they actually got it at about the 2-yard line. This is an interesting play. They give it to Gibbs. They try to force it in, and the Chiefs make the stop for now. So it'll be fourth and about at the goal line, as close as you can get. They're definitely going to go for it, so don't think they're done yet. But a great stop by Kansas City for now. Let's see if they can finish it off. But finishing it off means we start at literally like right on our goal line. Fourth and goal. They have like run down this clock. Like there's only 5 minutes left in the first quarter. And the Chiefs have yet to get the ball yet. A lot of motion. Williams down. They're moving St. Brown. There's some confusion. It looks like confusion. 2-1. They get the snap off. Looking. Actually, no. There was a timeout. There was a timeout by... Timeout by Detroit. Yeah, that was a disaster. And Detroit calls the timeout, so they use an early timeout. Let's see if they put more time on the clock. As of right now, there's 5:25 left. So fourth and goal here. Detroit right there. They actually put 3 more seconds back on the clock. So it's 5:28 left on the clock. So here we go. Omar Norman Lott is in the game now. So they're going to try to stuff it. They think there's going to be a run here. Goff moves. Montgomery takes a snap, throws it to Goff. Goff catches it, and he gets in. Gets in. Touchdown, Detroit. That's disappointing right there. They had a chance to stop that play, and they didn't. In a way, McDuffie helped him catch it. Like, watch this. Like Goff is dropping this, right? Like, look, Goff does not have it, and McDuffie putting his arm up pushes the ball into Goff's hands. That's brutal. Oh, wait, hold on. hold on. So maybe penalty? There we go. We got a penalty. Oh, beautiful. Illegal motion by Detroit. So take those points off the board because he never set himself. He kept going. So an illegal motion by the Detroit Lions saves them. So that's... So it's going to be 4th and goal still, technically. So it's 4th and goal from the 5. It was only a 5-yard penalty, but they don't want to take a chance. So they're going to just go for a field goal, it seems like here. Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. They're bringing out their unit again. So never mind, never mind. They're going to try to go for it here. It's not going well. They can't get the play. Are they going to have to call another timeout? They're going to have to call another timeout. They already boosted it up to 25. And now another penalty because they had already done that. They had already redid the clock. So another penalty by the Detroit Lions, a delay of game penalty. So that's going to push them back to about the 10, I want to say. So absolutely falling apart here. They get the play. They get the touchdown. Turns out it's an illegal formation. And then they get, so it's a penalty, goes back to the 5. Then they get a delay of game, even though they had already pushed the clock up. I don't know what they're asking for. So now they're going to have to go for a field goal here. So somehow, some way, the Chiefs lucked out. So Bates sets up for a 28-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Lions, who thought they had a touchdown on a trick play, Jared Goff thinking he caught one, ends up in some illegal formation because of the fact he never set himself. He kept going in motion as we go to a commercial break here. So yeah, because of that, they go into an illegal motion, and that's just the way it goes. I mean, sucks to suck. Like, you have to set. Unfortunately, rules is the rules, and he never set himself. So, yeah, not the best start for the Kansas City defense, but they managed to get a break there with the penalty. And then, of course, Jared Goff, as he was running back onto the field, they do reset the play clock. It's 25 seconds, and then they're sitting there arguing that they need the play clock reset again. That's not how that works, bro. So they get the delay of game, which pushes them back. So instead of it being a touchdown, it's a field goal. So it works out in the favor of the Chiefs. So, yeah, not a great defensive start at all. But again, like I said, this is how it usually goes with Spags. He uses the first 15. This is how it went with the Ravens. He uses the first 15 to kind of gather the information, and then he makes his adjustments. Obviously, he didn't do well against the Jaguars. He struggled in that one. He didn't do great adjusting against the Chargers. Let's see if he can get that going here against the Lions. And let's see if this defense can clamp down like they did against the Ravens. But with all those injuries to the Lions secondary, let's hope that this Kansas City Chiefs offense can do something. Because I feel like it's going to have to be a shootout victory. So, yeah, brutal. Brutal start, but here we go. Patrick Mahomes is coming onto the field with 5 minutes. Dude, they killed 10 minutes off of that freaking first drive. Like, that's crazy. And they only got a field goal. So that's a plus. That's a plus. if we can go down and score quickly, then guess what? It takes them a while to get down the field. If we can score quickly, it's going to take them forever to catch up. So, all right, we are back. So it's the kickoff. Mahomes waiting to get on the field after this kickoff. Let's see how this goes. Let's see what the starting field position is going to be for the Kansas City Chiefs. Bates kicks it up. Nick Remigio will bring it back. And gets it to about the 31-yard line. Stop the clock. Let the clock run a little too long. Yep, Jalen Moore starting, of course, over Simmons due to personal reasons. We're still not sure. We got Worthy in motion. Takes the snap, gives it to Pacheco. Pacheco gets 1 yard, which, again, the issue with the Kansas City Chiefs has been our running game. It's been terrible, and we need a lot of help. We need help. We need help in the running back room. So if there's a trade out there to be made, we might want to try to make it. So 2nd and 9. Mahomes in the shotgun. Pacheco in the backfield. Kelsey in motion. Takes a snap. Looks, dumps it to Kelsey. Kelsey does his little trickery. Gets the first down. Actually spins out. Gets more. And he gets down to about the 48, 47-yard line. Perfect. Great job by Travis Kelsey there. Look at that. That's his that signature move right there. The stop and go. Beautiful by Travis Kelsey. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 46, actually, let's say. Mahomes takes a snap, fakes it to Pacheco, looking. He looked for Worthy, goes back, gets it to Juju Smith-Schuster. Schuster's down. He's got to the 24-yard line, 25-yard line. This is good. This is good. This is good. Like I said, if we can score quick, it's going to be hard. Detroit took 10 minutes just to get 3 points. And just like that, the Chiefs are in scoring position. So this is going to be the issue for the Detroit Lions because of their banged up secondary. They're going to have a lot of issues. Mahomes under center. Noah Gray in motion. Goes, gives it to Pacheco. Pacheco tries to cut out to the outside. He gets it. He gets the first down and gets to about the 12-yard line and goes out of bounds. And yeah, and of course, all right, so they're pointing out Jalen Moore right now. And Jalen Moore there's a reason why they paid him $30 million. It's because we were expecting, if we couldn't get a tackle in the draft, he was going to be our starting left tackle. So we believe in this guy wholeheartedly. We're actually at the 13-yard line. Mahomes gives it to Pacheco again. Pacheco cuts up, gets it to about the 11-yard line. So it'll be about 2nd and 8. So yeah, they're pointing out Jalen Moore right now. So again, he was going to be our guy in case we didn't get a tackle. Coming up to 2 minutes left in the first quarter, Remigio in motion. Fake it to Kareem Hunt. Mahomes looking. He wanted to throw to Travis Kelsey. So he throws it away. So it'll be 3rd down and 8. So this is where we don't want to be. This is where we don't want to be. And a 3rd and 8 here in the red zone, essentially. Like, we need touchdowns here. And obviously the Chiefs have, the past few years, have had struggles in the red zone. We seem to have maybe figured it out a little bit, so let's see how this goes. Mahomes in the shotgun. He's got Kareem Hunt in the backfield with him. Hollywood Brown in motion. Mahomes takes the snap, looks, steps up. Is he gonna? He's not gonna get there. He gets to about the 5-yard line, I want to say. It'll be 4th down and I'm not sure. 4th down and we're gonna go for it because he kept bailing out of 4th downs last week. I wish they would tell me what the 4th down is. It'd be like, what, 4th and 4? 4th and 2? 4th and 3. So Noah Gray in motion. Mahomes in the shotgun, looks, throws it quickly to Xavier Worthy, and a touchdown, Kansas City! Touchdown, Chiefs! Let's go, baby. Let's go. Phenomenal offensive response. 8 plays, 70 yards in 4 minutes and 10 seconds. It took the Detroit Lions 10 minutes just to get 3 points. This Detroit secondary got carved up on this drive. Not a good showing for them. Xavier Worthy, baby. Phenomenal response by the Kansas City offense. We look great. We have a 11, by the way. Kick is up, and once again, he's killing us. Are you kidding me, dude? What the hell, Butker? What the hell, man? He's got the yips at this point. At this point, he's in his head. He's got the yips. And honestly, it's time to start bringing in some other kickers. Because, dude, like, you can't miss an extra point literally in 3 games this season. He's missed an extra point. He's missed a field goal. Or he kicked the ball out of bounds last week. Unreal. 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 We got a commercial break right now. He's like, it's tough to see Butker perform this way because we've won Super Bowls because of him. And we know he kicks at an elite level, but bro, like, he's missed the kick in pretty much every game aside from last week. But last week, he kicked the ball out of bounds on that final drive and put Jacksonville on the 40. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Get this guy out of here. If you can't perform, like, brutal. Update on the poll. Yeah. Lions are winning that poll. I don't know if that's going to still hold or not. So, it's brutal, man. It's freaking brutal. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Ah, man. Phenomenal first drive offensively, but of course, Harrison Butker can't make a freaking kick to save his life, dude. I gotta kind of see what what the people are saying about that, about him missing yet another kick. Like, what are we doing here, dude? What are we doing? Dull eyes. We're all looking for... Oh, no, Tay-Tay is there. She made her first appearance this season. Tay-Tay's there. Look, Caitlin Clark's there, too. I didn't think she was going to show up. She's got an announcement on GMA in the morning. All right, we're back, by the way. So, kickoff. Lions get it back to the 30, I want to say. So, all right, 1st and 10 for the Lions. They get it at about the 30-yard line here. 9 minutes for them to get a field goal. So let's see what adjustments Spags was able to make. So actually, no, it's more like the 29-yard line. Laporta in motion. They throw it back to Montgomery. Montgomery cuts it up, gets about, give or take, 1, 2, 3, 32. So, yeah, 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 7. And we're probably going to get down. They'll run one more play, and then that'll be probably be the end of the 1st quarter. Goff in the shotgun. Montgomery back there with him. Got tight end in motion. Takes the snap. Goff looking. Can't find anybody. Under pressure. Gets it to Laporta. And Laporta gets it to about the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Big play for them. And that'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter. So that's the end of the 1st quarter. Chiefs up 6-3, but the Lions are driving here. Brutal. Defensively still struggling here. They gave no pressure. Again, the front four is struggling to gain pressure. They're missing their left tackle, and we're still struggling to get pressure onto Jared Goff, who's not a mobile quarterback. We need to get to Goff. We need to get to him. And that's just been the common issue is unless Spags is bringing the blitz, we're not getting pressure off of our front four. If Chris Jones doesn't win quick, the other 3 guys aren't quick winners. Amenihu has not won quick. Karlaftis does not win quick. A lot of our sacks this season have been coverage sacks. Terrible. Let's see here.
Decisions every day, especially when it comes to healthcare. With the Kaiser Permanente Medicare Advantage plan, you have the security of knowing that your loved one will receive care from a team of respected doctors.
I'm just looking at some reactions so far.
That's a decision you can both feel good about. To learn more about your coverage options, including plans that start at $0 per month, visit caregivers.nas today.
Go to the Chiefs forum really quick. We're going to see what's happening here. Bolton is not a good coverage guy. That's twice now. He's got cooked. Put Chanel in coverage. Yeah, but Bolton's like the quarterback of the defense. So, you know, he's the guy who communicates everything. So you can't really take him out. But, yeah, I will say one of his weaker abilities is for sure that coverage. Only way the defense gets any pressure is through blitzing, yet they refuse to do it. Well, because, like, if we do that, that's going to leave play. There's going to, you know, we got to bring extra people in. You know, so, like, I understand why Spags doesn't want to necessarily constantly bring pressure. He likes to bring blitzes in when it matters the most. So, yeah, it's not great. All right, we're flipping the field here. 1587. Chiefs defense can't fix old. I hope this game doesn't come to a field goal. Defense is trash. Defense of Bolton. Let's hope that Bolton steps up here, though. All right, so 1st and 10 for the Lions as we start the 2nd quarter here. This is only their second possession. The Chiefs have only had the ball once. They give it to Montgomery again. Montgomery cuts up. Montgomery almost got through, but luckily they held him down, but he gets the first down anyways, and it gets to about the 30-ish yard line, maybe the 29, I want to say. And it's the same thing, man. Like, again, like this front four is getting pushed around, man. We need some help here. And thankfully, Leo Chanel, a.k.a. John Cena, was able to hold him. So we're at the 29-yard line. Goff under center. Gives it to Montgomery. And he gets to a 23, so he gains 6. So 2nd and 4 coming up as we hit the 14-minute mark in the second quarter. So we've already played a minute in the second quarter. This is going to be a shootout. I can feel it. It's going to be a shootout. Chris Jones can't take that. You can't let Penei Sewell push you around like that. Goff under center again. Takes it. They give it to Montgomery. No, it's a trick play. They give it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Leo Chanel right there, though, to make sure he doesn't get the first down. He only gets about a gain of 1. So it'll be about 3rd and 3, I want to say. Third and 2, maybe. 3rd and 3 it is. Of course, this team is going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to go for it. So you got to always predict for that. Goff is 6 for 6 for 63 yards. That's disgusting. Come on. This Chiefs defense got to do better. Looks like they're going to bring in a blitz here. Or are they going to back out? There's a lot of motion. No blitz. Goff looks, gets to Williams. Williams gets in there for a touchdown. Touchdown, Detroit. Awful defense. Awful tackling. Horrible coverage. What are we doing here? Well, it's not even that. It's just our front four sucks. As Chris Collins was saying that the offensive line is winning. Our front four gets no pressure. Nobody's winning. And this is a constant issue with the Chiefs. Terrible, man. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. We showed blitz. Obviously, we backed out. But the problem is, when that happens, the front four doesn't win. Williams is going to go in concussion protocol, it looks like. So here's the extra point attempt. Of course, now we're behind the 8 ball because Butker missed, so now we could be down by 4. Thanks a lot, Harrison. Need a more reliable kicker right now. Bates puts it up, and it's good. You see, that's how you do it. That's how you kick an extra point down the middle. Why are you kicking it to the right or left constantly? 10-6 Detroit. Very frustrating. That was a very frustrating drive right there. Like, I just don't know what this defense needs to do. Like, it's clear the front four can't get pressure on their own. They struggle to win. If Chris Jones doesn't win, none of these other guys are winning. Right now, the secondary struggling to make a play here. Brutal, man. Like, we're down 10-6, but in reality, maybe it should have been 14-6. Right now, we're down by 4. So it's like, now, like, him not making that extra point always puts us behind the 8 ball. The game's not over. It's only second quarter. But, it's just frustrating. Just seeing these little mistakes that, like, we're not used to the Chiefs making. We're used to this defense being elite. It's like we flipped somehow. It's back. Now it's the Chiefs' offense is, killing it, and now the defense is sucking again. It's only week 6. It's only week 6. But, this is a must-win game, man. We want to be 500 going into that Raiders game. Because the offense is going to improve, but we need this defense to improve. Freaking brutal. Psoriasis. See the I knew extending Chris Jones would hurt in the long run. Sucks it's already having effect. Yeah, you got to say he's not living up to the hype right now. Last season he made differences. He's not making a difference this season. It's brutal. This Chiefs defense is absolutely terrible. Can't even tackle. Bolton can't keep up with Laporta at the tight end. Butker can't kick anymore. Casey has screwed the pooch. Again, I love my guy Bolton. There's a reason why I bought his jersey. I think he's a great linebacker. I do, but he's not playing a great game so far. He's really bad in coverage. And it's just not great. Jones, Karlaftis, Noddy, Dana, and Amenihue are all playing like dogs. Absolutely no pressure. Not dogs in the good sense. They're playing like... Oh, I'm sorry. He's playing like dog bleep is what he said. They censored the word. He's playing like dog bleep. Yeah, nobody's getting pressure. Like, come on. Somebody's got to win. Somebody's got to step up. So, all right, here we go. Bates puts it up. Remigio's going to bring it through. Nope. Yeah, Remigio gets it to about the 30-yard line. So here we go. 300 career passing touchdowns for Patrick Mahomes. It took him 139 games. It took Aaron Rodgers 147 games, Dan Marino 152, and Peyton Manning 161. He's the fastest to get there. So, baby goat. He's the baby goat. All right, Mahomes in the shotgun. He's got Pacheco back there with him. Hollywood Brown in motion. Takes the snap. Looking. Has nobody. Pulls it down. Shakes the guy. Shakes Aiden Hutchinson off. Gets to Hollywood Brown at the 50-yard line. So, first down, Chiefs. Yeah, Aiden Hutchinson had him. He beat Moore. But Patrick Mahomes pulling out the Mahomes magic as he always has to do. And quickly said, God, he's so good, man. There's a reason why I glaze Mahomes all the time. All right, Mahomes changing the play up. He's in the shotgun. He's got Pacheco with him. Kelsey out wide. Takes the snap. Aiden Hutchinson putting pressure. Throws it to Noah Gray. Noah Gray gets about 6 yards, I want to say. So 2nd and 4 coming up as they are now in Lions territory. Again, this game is going to end up being a shootout. That's what I'm feeling right now because the Lions defense is super banged up, and there is an injury timeout. Oh. So another man on the secondary goes down. So, yeah, it looks like the Lions are about to lose another player right now. By the way, adjust the clock because that clock is wrong. What? I don't know why the clock is saying that on there. There we go. Much better. So 2nd and 4 coming out, 11:41. There's an injury timeout as the Lions player is down. Looks like it's their safety, which obviously they are already super depleted on their secondary. So this is not going to make life any easier. Just imagine if we had Rashee Rice in this game. But look, the offense is moving. The offense is doing good. That we need this defense to step up, please, bro. Like, oh my God, it's so bad. It's so bad right now. People are still voting for the Lions to win. Nobody's voted for the Chiefs. It's brutal. No love. No love. Y'all hate us because you ain't us. Just pulling up some stuff. All right, here we go. All right. We're just waiting for the game to come back on. Bring that back. What am I doing? All right, there we go. All right. It looks like we are back in action here. Basketball. LeBron James not starting the season for the first time in 20 years. I want to say. Actually, ever. Like, this is going to be the first time he's ever missed the start of the season. Yeah, Kirby Joseph hurt. Tyquan Thornton in motion. Mahomes in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Fakes it. Fakes the pitch. He's not going to get it. He gains about one. So that'll be about a 1 yard gain, I want to say. So it'll be 3rd and 3. Ooh. Not great. So actually, it's a 3rd and 4. My bad. So 3rd and 4. Mahomes takes a snap, gives it to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt fighting, and he won't get there. He's going to be short. It'll be about like 4th and 2. So 4th and 2 here. Kareem Hunt just... why are we handing it off from the... I never understand this. Handing it off from the shotgun never makes sense to me. Especially when you're trying to get 4 yards. Like, none of our running backs have proved they can get that. This is a bad play call, in my opinion. I lied. It's 4th and 1. Quick play. Kareem Hunt gets the first down. Gets to about 3 yards. Ooh, Joseph is really hurt. That's actually, like, really sad. So, yeah, we get the first down. So, good. So, they're about at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. Worthy motion. Mahomes tosses it to Pacheco. Gives it to Worthy. Passes it back to Mahomes. Mahomes is just going to take off. And he's going to get the first down. He slides. And he gets the first down. So, he's about at the 28-yard line. 28-27. Oh, yeah. They didn't fall for the play at all. That play was for Travis Kelce, for sure. And the Lions defense, they disciplined, but it left him open. So they give it to Pacheco, and he gets 1 yard. So it'll be 2nd and 9. Yeah, Mahomes doesn't normally like to run. He normally likes to save that for the playoffs. And this season, he's just needed to run. Actually, it was a 2 yards. 2 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 8 at the 26. Yeah. Mahomes takes a snap. He's looking. Under pressure, Hutchinson knocks the ball out, and Mahomes gets it back. Patrick's got to move, man. So I want to say it's going to be 3rd and like 12. Oh, barely got it back. Actually, it's a 3rd and 18. From the 30, gives it to Juju Smith-Schuster. Schuster looking to get there. He gets close. No, he doesn't get there. So it'll be 4th and 1. You just can't trust Butker right now, man. You just can't trust him, unfortunately. He's in his head. He's got the yips. So 4th and 1 from the... it's a long one, though, from the 20-ish yard line. It looks like a Chiefs timeout. Seven oh one, I think, was what was on the clock. Give or take. Here, I'll check. Whoa, that was uncalled for, Chris. This is saying 7:36 is on the clock. Am I tripping? I am tripping. It says 7:36 on Bleacher Report. I just hate that they keep taking away the score bug. Like, I can't tell. No, I was right. It was 7:01. What the hell? All right, so 4th and 1 from the 20-ish. Mahomes takes it, fakes it around, doesn't see anybody, throws it, incomplete. And the Chiefs turn it over on downs. So the Lions will take over from the 20. Not great there by the Kansas City Chiefs as we take a game break. What was that play? Well, like, again, like, this is what I don't get about Andy Reid. He calls, like, the most, like, dumbfounding plays. It's 4th and 1. Why are we doing this weird trickery, having Mahomes roll out? Like, this is the most frustrating thing about Andy Reid sometimes. Is he just, like, he like, makes it too complicated when it should be simple, and he makes it too simple when it should be more complex. It, like, I didn't understand that play. That play didn't make any sense. Brutal. Brutal. This is not going well at all. At all. Let's see here. It's actually the 19. Jared Goff is 7 for 7. Dude, oh my God. You guys got to look at this. Jared Goff, 7 for 7. 85 yards, 1 touchdown. Obviously, the 1 touchdown he caught was negated. Jahmyr Gibbs, 9 carries, 32 yards. David Montgomery's got 22 yards on 3 carries. Jamison Williams got 44 yards on 3. Dude, like, this Detroit Lions offense is killing us right now. The defense just can't get going. It's brutal. It's really bad. This is so bad right now. This, bro. I'm not happy at all right now. I'm not happy at all right now. right, well, we're back from commercial. Again, it's like in these big games, like the Chiefs just keep making the mistakes. Anyways, Goff under center, takes the snap, gives it to Gibbs. Gibbs looks, finds a crease, gets through. McDuffie makes the tackle, gets it to about the 25-yard line. So that's about a gain of 6-ish. So I want to say it's going to be 2nd and 4. Maybe 2nd and 5. Give or take. That was a beautiful play. That was a beautiful play right there. 2nd and 5, actually. Sorry. Goff under center again. Gives it to Gibbs, and he gets nowhere this time. Chanel and Bolton. So here we go. Okay, so it's 3rd and 5. This is typically where Spags likes to blitz. Usually within like the 7-5 range is where he loves to blitz, where he feels like this is the best place for him to blitz. So let's see if he actually brings in a blitz here. Kind of showing it. They got a gain of 1, by the way. 3rd and 4. Goff takes it. Nope, 4. Trying to get to him. Goff gets out. Are you kidding me? Mr. I'm not a mobile quarterback gets to the first down. Just embarrassing, dude. Just like, really? You guys can't get to Jared Goff? He's running for first downs? Like, what are we doing here? 1st and 10 from the 32. From Lions 32. They're still on their side of the field. But that was a prime position to get off the field there. You give it to Gibbs. Gibbs finds a hole, breaks through, and gets to about the 48-yard line. 4 minutes and 36 seconds left in the game, pretty much. Or in the game, I'm sorry, the first half. I'm already calling game. But, like, dude, like, come on, help me. Yeah, they are. 12 rushes, 53 yards. Goff under center again. Gives it to Gibbs. This time they got him all wrapped up, but he gets... No, they don't have him wrapped up. And he gets to the 46. They're on Chiefs territory now. By the way, that was Montgomery. Now. Oh, no, wait, that was Gibbs. But, like, it looked like they had him, and then they don't have him. What is this? This is atrocious tackling. Second and 4. Amon-Ra St. Brown in motion. Goff takes it. Looking. Whoa. Oh, okay. He had Montgomery in the area, so it'll be 3rd and 4. So do we actually, come on. Spags, please bring a blitz, bro. Like, the front 4 doesn't win. All right, 3rd and 4 here. 3:26 left. Goff in the shotgun. He's got Montgomery back there with him. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Takes the snap. Gives it to Montgomery. Montgomery wrapped up, but he gets a good little push there. Gets it to about the 44-yard line. So it looks like they're going to go for it. Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it. It's still in that territory. It's going to be 4th and 2. 4th and 2 here. Goff in the shotgun. Are they going to try, or are they just going to try to get them to draw off sides? 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Takes the snap. Goff looking. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete. And it's a turnover on downs for the Detroit Lions. So both teams turn the ball over on downs. Kansas City's going to take over from their own 44-yard line. 2 minutes and 42 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Amon-Ra St. Brown couldn't make that catch. So as they go to commercial, 2:42 left, 10-6. Kansas City has a chance to double dip like they did last week, where they had a chance to score going into halftime and then score coming out of halftime because the Chiefs get the ball in the second half. So finally it stopped, but again, it wasn't necessarily because the Chiefs defense actually stopped them. It was more so because Amon-Ra St. Brown didn't catch that ball, but it was a good pass by Jared Goff. So, oh man, oh man, oh man. Chat is quiet. Chat is quiet. Mm-mm-mm. 106 in sports. So is that like an offshoot of 106 in Park? That was the show back in the day. 106 in Park. God, I'm an old head now. Turned 30 on Friday. Now I'm talking about shows that I watched back in the 2000s. Like 2008, 2009. That was the show. The big guy hasn't made an appearance in a while. He's ashamed of what he's seeing so far. Yeah, man. All right, let's. Was that his? That wasn't. No, his first incompletion was when he threw it down in front of Montgomery. Was his first incompletion. So Jared Goff is now not perfect. He's 7 for 9, 85 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs, 13 carries, 59 yards. David Montgomery, 4 carries, 24 yards. So all in all, they've as a team they've rushed. They already got 92 yards rushing. So that's not great. So Kansas City takes over at their own 44-yard line. So they got great field position here, but the problem is they can't rely on Harrison Butker. So we might be going into 4-down territory constantly. All right, Mahomes under center. Noah Gray in motion. Takes the snap, fakes it there, fakes it to Hollywood Brown, throws it back to Pacheco, and Pacheco goes absolutely nowhere. Actually, he probably lost a yard, so it'll be 2nd and 11 on the next drive. Once again, they actually got pressure on Goff this time. But he threw it to Amon-Ra perfectly. Anyway, 2nd and 11. They could have run it down to the 2-minute warning. Oh, actually, no, it's still 2nd and 10. Mahomes takes it, looks, throws it up, finds Hollywood Brown. Did he get it? He did. Yep, and they'll get one more play in. Yep, he got both feet down. Perfect. So, actually, no, we are going to the 2-minute warning. So we hit the 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning, 1st and 10 coming up for the Chiefs. So, yeah, again, a chance to double dip here. So, yeah, they're at the Detroit 42. That's what they're saying. So, cool. Yeah, so, damn. All right, got it. Oh, there he is. There's the big guy. The big guy. The big guy chief. So you're just gonna keep chilling in that room while your team is playing, huh? So silly. You're so silly, big guy. Oh man. Yep. Oh great. Here we go. Get this nonsense out of here. We don't like bots. Give me a second. I'll put you outside in a little bit. You just gotta wait. At halftime. Put you out at halftime. He's just gonna stare at me for the rest of the time until I put him out. So it's all right. Just got to make it through this through the final 2 minutes, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll be back for the second half. We don't need all this fake one-way screen reverse stuff to move the ball on this team, Andy. Come on, I agree. I mean, we're doing well on just traditional plays. The Chiefs' play calling is not very well either. Still no running game, one-dimensional as usual. Well, again, the running game is because the running backs aren't necessarily getting anything. Again, Pacheco and Kareem Hunt just don't get yardage, and that's why I'm thinking that we might need to go trade for somebody. But then at the same time, we need some help on the defensive line. We need somebody who's gonna win. So, all right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the Detroit 42-yard line. Mahomes in the shotgun. He's got Pacheco in the backfield with him. Takes the snap, gives it to Pacheco. Pacheco trying to gets around Aiden Hutchinson, but doesn't get much there. Gets to about the 40-yard line. The clock will still run. Chiefs have 2 timeouts remaining, by the way, but you don't need to. Joseph is back, by the way. So I guess they somehow fixed his knee. Kirby Joseph in. Mahomes passes it, finds Travis Kelce, and gets the first down. I didn't even get a chance to update the 1st and 10 parts. So it'll be 1st and 10. Chiefs want to score here. We want a double dip. We want a chance to go up by 3. Mahomes in the shotgun, calling out some stuff. He's got Pacheco in the backfield. 3 wide receivers. Mahomes throws it up. Nobody there. He was looking for Worthy. Put it back to 103. And it'll be 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10, 103 left. Chiefs still have 2 timeouts. Obviously, we are in field goal range, but how much can you trust Butker at the moment? Yeah, Tyquan Thornton's been the main guy that we throw deep to. Mahomes, Kareem Hunt in motion, takes the snap, looks, throws it quickly, and Travis Kelce drops the pass. So now it's going to be 3rd and 10. Just shooting ourselves, man. This is what happens. We keep shooting ourselves. We got to make these plays. That's Travis, that's in your hands, bro. You got to catch that. You have to catch that. 3rd and 10 here. Mahomes and shotguns. Got Kareem Hunt back there. 3 wide receivers to the left. He's changing the play. Tyquan Thornton in motion. Takes the snap. Pressure. Mahomes throws it up. And Kelce was there, but there is a penalty. And it looks like it's going to be pass interference on the Detroit Lions. So that'll be an automatic 1st down, and that'll put the Chiefs at, I'm not sure where that puts the Chiefs. It puts them at the Detroit 18. Mahomes takes the snap, fakes it to Kareem Hunt, looking, puts it up, finds Travis Kelce. Kelce gets down to the 1. And the Lions take a timeout. So this time Travis gets it down there. Oh, by the way, got to take this off. My bad. All over the map at the moment. Still learning this new system. So yeah, Kansas City's at the 1. Oof! Landed right on his head. Think they're going to take him out? So 40 seconds left in the second half. Detroit takes a timeout to stop the clock. Good gamesmanship by the Chiefs. Because now the Detroit Lions only have 1 timeout. So it'll be 1st and goal, actually, for the Chiefs. Not 1st and 10, 1st and goal. At the 1. This is what they should just run it. Just, okay, this is where we can at least get 1 yard, right? So here we go. 40 seconds left. Chiefs 1st and goal at the 1. Noah Gray in motion. Pacheco in the backfield. Mahomes takes the snap. Fakes it. Cuts it up. Gets the touchdown, but there is a flag. And it's going to maybe be on Detroit. But it's a touchdown, Kansas City. It was an offsides on Detroit. The penalty is declined. It's a touchdown. So can Butker make this extra point? We need him to make this extra point. So here we go. Butker. Can he make it? Kick is up, and it is good. A miracle. A miracle at Arrowhead. Harrison Butker makes the extra point. And the Chiefs lead by 3 with 37 seconds left in the first half. I love Mahomes. I love that guy a lot. Greatest quarterback I've ever seen play. So Kansas City's still in this game. So we're leading 2 timeouts. We don't need those timeouts, obviously, unless, it's quick plays. Detroit's got 1 timeout. Kickoff coming up. By the way, we're on a commercial break. So 1 timeout left for the Detroit Lions. 37 seconds left. Obviously, they decided to take the ball instead of to defer it. So Kansas, even though they won the toss, Kansas City is going to get the ball to start the second half. So there's a chance of a double dip here. So Detroit needs points. They need at least a field goal here so that they can, because obviously, as you can see, Kansas City has moved the ball pretty well against this defense. And they've had the ball 3 times and they've scored twice. They were in scoring position there in that second possession, but they didn't trust Harrison Butker to kick a field goal there. So they went for a 4th down, lost it. Detroit goes for it on 4th down on that extra drive, loses it. Kansas City goes down, scores a touchdown. It's now 13-10. Should be 14-10, but guess what? Butker misses an extra point in the first half. Or in the first quarter. God. Brutal. But hey, we're leading, and that's all that matters. Let's hope the defense can hold here. No big plays. Hold them to a field goal at the most. If they get anything, just a field goal. No touchdowns. No tutties, no tutties. people going to complain about that flag? I wonder. Okay, so we're back. So here we go. Reynolds brings it back, gets it to about the 31. So 31. So 1st and 10 coming up for the Lions. So let's see. They got 33 seconds left. I mean, it makes it seem like it's a long time, but really when you think about it, 1, 2, 3, gotta throw. Like, that's not a lot of time, actually. All right, 33 seconds left. Goff in the shotgun, takes it, looking around, throws it, gets it to Laporta with a one-handed catch, and he gets out of bounds. So a gain of 5. So 2nd and 5 from the Detroit 35. He goes out of bounds, so 28 seconds left. 1 timeout. Lions still have 1 timeout left. Goff in the shotgun. He's got Gibbs back there. St. Brown in motion. Gets it. Oh, St. Brown catches it, but he's in bounds. So they're going to have to use their timeout. And with 22 seconds left, it'll be 3rd down. And what, 2, I want to say? I want to say 3rd and 2, maybe. So that's not great that they had to use their... yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 2 from the 40-yard line. All right, so they're back already. There was no reason to put this on a commercial break. They never really left. All right. Man in motion, 3rd and 2. Whoops. Started the clock too early there. My bad. Kind of faked me out. Goff did. I'm not going to lie. Oh, by the way, pushed update. Goff looking. He's got pressure. Karlaftis around him. Looking. Paul throws it up, and it is incomplete. 17 seconds left. And it's 4th down, and it looks like they're just going to punt it. So, yeah, the Lions will punt. 17 seconds left. Kicks it up. Remigio calls for a fair catch with 10 seconds left. And I'm pretty sure the Chiefs are just going to knee it and go into halftime. And then we'll do our stuff there to start the second half. So it's actually at the 11. So, yep, they're just going to knee it, and we're going to go to halftime. So, first half, done. Chiefs lead 13-10. Defensively struggling a little bit, but, hey, we got 1 stop, and then we got a score. Harrison Butker, of course, misses the kick, and we're at 13-10. So, there's still a lot of issues defensively. Hopefully we can clear that up, but, yeah. We are here at halftime. So we're going to take a break. I'm going to step away. I got to let my dog out and all that stuff. And then we'll be back to start the second half. So we'll see you guys then.
had some fun games so far. I'm glad to go through it with you guys.
Oh yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and we cannot forget the reigning, defending, three-time Kirby on Sports Pick'em champion, Carlos Martinez.
That was okay. Okay, that was better.
Thank you. I thought I screwed it up. I did not.
You know what you did screw up though?
What?
What is Kirby hiding from you? For years, listeners of the Kirby on Sports podcast trusted him for honest sports analysis, but shocking new evidence reveals a pattern of deception. A leaked text message shows Kirby admitting he cut out references to being a four-time loser because new subscribers don't need to know. This is censorship at its worst. The truth Kirby doesn't want you to hear? He has finished last in Pick'ems 4 years in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive years of failure. Even his own co-host Carlos called him out, saying, quote, "Back to you, you four-time loser."
And we can't not mess anything up, or else the timeline will get messed up. But with all that being said, Dan, thanks again for hopping on. And Kirby, we throw it back to you, you freaking four-time losing stooge.
If Kirby can't be honest about his own track record, can you really trust him to tell you the whole story? Paid for by Carlos and Dan for Truth in Podcasting.
It's one of the greatest things ever, Carlos. Oh my gosh.
Let this be a lesson to you, Kirby. Don't ever cut one of my segments again. And for the listeners who missed that was a campaign smear video because controversy within the three-man booth. Josh Kirby cut out my four-time losing stooge comment out of the regular out of last week's regular episode. I will not allow that to stand. As the man of integrity on this podcast, I will not let this stand. Dan is behind me, and together we created this. We are for... I don't even remember our super PAC name.
It's Carlos and Dan, Truth in
Podcasting. And we will not allow Josh Kirby to manipulate you all and erase the past, which is known as the four-time loser. We will not allow it. We will not. 4 times. 4. No, thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
So good.
Couple questions. Not sure where Carlos went, but yeah, I don't know. It's a black screen.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on.
Don't know, but
lost.
We're supposed to be talking about his team next. I wonder where he is. Carlos, you there, buddy?
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
Yes, I am here, ladies and gentlemen, because we can all now finally say, finally, the Swiss Army knife has come back to the podcast. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am here to lay down some gospel on that atrocity that we watched on Sunday afternoon. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I must confess, I've been a Cowboys fan since about 2007. The Cowboys won the Super Bowl a few months after I was born. It was just destiny that the Swiss Army knife was going to be a Cowboys fan, okay? But what happened this Sunday was a disgrace. And then the reaction afterwards by the owner, Jerry Jones, the GM, the man who can only be blamed. Okay, I have a lot of thoughts running through my head. I apologize for all the stuttering right now. Okay, but he is to be blamed, and his excuses and his lack of accountability must be called out. That jabroni must be held accountable to then use his power to then try to be the bigger man, to try to make a man scared for his job in that poor radio host that he insulted today. Okay, he must be held accountable. Jerry Jones, this is your fault. Okay, this is your doing. You did absolutely nothing in the offseason. Absolutely nothing. Not a damn thing. Not a zip chip. Nada. Okay, and you come out here and try to make it seem like we do not have the right to ask these questions. The fans have invested their time and their hard-earned money on this franchise. And you have reaped the benefits. Most valuable sports franchise in the world, yet have not won a damn thing since the 90s. And you've been riding that for 30 years at this point. I am 29 years old, and I have never seen the Cowboys succeed. Okay? This is ridiculous. Okay, how is it that from the last time that the Cowboys won a Super Bowl to now that we went through Tom Brady's whole entire career, we went through the whole entire series of Game of Thrones. The Sopranos ended. Like, what are we doing here? Like, in all that time, the Cowboys haven't made it to the NFC Championship once, and you dare act as if you are a victim and that these radio hosts don't have the right to ask you what's wrong with this team? Why did we not make it? Why did we not call Derrick Henry? Why did you let Jonathan Hankins leave? Why did you let Dan Quinn walk out the building? Why are we still letting why are we still living in mediocrity and being okay with it while we watch other teams go all in every year? We watch Tampa Bay do it. We watch Los Angeles do it. We see Kansas City make it happen with a bunch of no-name players, okay? And the Dallas Cowboys can't figure it out because guess what? This is what has happened. The game has passed Jerry Jones by, and I am here to finally say this. I am done. I am out. I will not support this man anymore. So you see this jersey, this lovely CeeDee Lamb jersey that Carlos as a child in 2007 would have died for, who wanted nothing more than a Cowboys jersey, who wanted nothing more to wear it to school and feel like one of the cool kids wearing a NFL jersey from my favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys. This is what I think of it. Get that out of here. It's not worth anything anymore. I will not be wearing that jersey no more. I am officially rescinding my fanhood from the Dallas Cowboys. From now on, it is just the Kansas City Chiefs for me. I will not support this anymore. I will not support a man who will abuse his power the way he tried to abuse it today. For him to think that we are all stupid. Jerry Jones, you are 82 years old. We just kicked Joe Biden out of the freaking presidency for being that old. And you think you have what it takes to run an NFL franchise? The game has passed you by. You are done. Goodbye. See ya. Goodbye. And that's all I have for you, boys. I have officially rescinded my fanhood. If you smell what the Swiss Army knife is cooking.
Oh, that was so good.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in business. Second half is about to start here. Yeah, here we go. Second half is about to start here as they're coming in. Let's go ahead and bring back in this beautiful new score bug that we have. And ba-boom! Once again, we're back. So 13-10 to start the third quarter. Kansas City, of course, will get the ball. Lions offense, 92 rushing yards. They hit the first hit was behind the line of scrimmage on 24% of rushes. Interesting. Oh, excuse me. Jared Goff, 9 of 12. Patrick Mahomes is 10 of 14 for 132. Mahomes obviously passing a lot more. Jared Goff doesn't need to pass so much because he's getting so much from his running game, whereas Mahomes is not getting anything from his running game. Kind of looking at some of the stats here, especially for Kansas City. Kansas City has, from their running backs, Isaiah Pacheco has 18 yards, Kareem Hunt has 5 yards. Like, that's just not going to cut it, honestly. So, all right, here we go. Bates getting ready to start off the second half by kicking it to Kansas City. Kicks it up. And Remigio is going to bring it through. Oh, he's going to have to try to bounce it out, and the Chiefs are not going to have great field position. Gets it to about like the 16, I want to say. Dan Campbell's hyped right now. All right, Mahomes in the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Gives it to 24. Smith, Jesus. Sorry, I have like the wrong thing. Still trying to figure all this out. So we're on 2nd down, and it'll be 2nd and 1, I think. 2nd and inches, actually. So 2nd and 1, essentially. It says 2nd and inches. Kelsey not out there yet. Mahomes under center. Pacheco in the backfield. They give it to Isaiah Pacheco. Can he get 1 yard? He does. He gets more. He breaks through and gets to about the 38-yard line. Oh. Hopefully not terrible. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Chiefs from the 38-yard line. Sorry, I have it in the Bronx position. Mahomes passes it to Noah Gray. Noah Gray gets the 1st down and more. He gets to the Detroit 45-yard line. So the Kansas City Chiefs starting out the second half hot. They are already in Detroit territory, trying to get the double dip that we couldn't get last week. So 1st and 10, Mahomes under center. Pacheco fakes. Pacheco goes the absolute different direction. There's broken play. Mahomes dumps it forward to Pacheco. Pacheco can't make the catch, and it'll be 2nd and 10 on a broken play. God, Pacheco, you got to make that catch, dude. Like, you had it in your hands. You have to make that catch. It's unacceptable. All right, 12:53 left or to go here. 2nd and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at the, actually, they're at the 44-yard line. Mahomes takes a snap, looking, wanted to dump it there, doesn't see anything there, gets it to Travis Kelce for 1st down, gets it to about the 31-yard line. Yeah. He's got his hand under it. They're going quickly. They get it. Hold on. There is no wait. Still going. The play's still going. Mahomes breaks free and gets the 1st down. to the 20-yard line. There is a penalty, though. And it's an offside on Detroit. But the penalty's declined. And it's a first down, Kansas City. So 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the 20-yard line. Mahomes dumps it to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's got some space. Kareem Hunt gets the first down, gets to the 9-yard line. A great way to open the second half for the Kansas City Chiefs. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes in the shotgun. Hollywood Brown in motion. Takes it, dumps it to Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown guts around the corner. He's got space. Is he going to get in? He gets in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Hollywood Brown, baby. What a way. What a way to open up the second half. Absolute beautiful. That's what we needed to do last week. We needed the double dip. We had the opportunity last week. Didn't score on the drive before halftime, and then coming out of halftime, didn't score. This week, 2 touchdowns. Beautiful. This is what you need. You need more space. It's going to be a 10-point lead. Should Harrison Butker make this? It's not automatic, so that's should he make this. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Kansas City Chiefs up 20-10. Got a 10-point lead. Hollywood Brown scores the touchdown. Beautiful. And a great way to open up that second half for the Kansas City Chiefs. That was a masterful drive coming out of halftime. And that's something that we didn't see last week against Jacksonville that we are seeing this week. And the Chiefs offense, at least, is still the Chiefs offense now. So let's see what this defense can do. Can they get a stop? Can we keep Detroit from making this into a game? I mean, it's still a game. Like, nowhere close to being done. I mean, Detroit's been very good at, moving the ball. So. And Dan Campbell was right in his thing. There were 3 plays away from this being completely flipped. So, we got to stay on. We need this defense to hopefully have made some great adjustments in that second half and to come out playing like dogs. Butker's on a heater now, boys. Here we go. Yep. Must be nice. Y'all got those. No, guys, golly. Here we go. Pop got to work on his hands. Can they stop throwing to Pacheco? He can't catch to save his life. Would like to see Smith get catches out of the backfield. Yeah, Smith out of the backfield is great. He's a great receiving running back. So it'd be nice to see him get some more plays like that. Thornton and Worthy need to be involved this half. Yep, I agree as well. They need to be involved this half, but especially Tyquan Thornton. Tyquan Thornton's shown the past few weeks that he's our deep threat. We need to start using him. So yeah, commercial break here. I haven't been on here in a while. Looks like the teenagers have taken over some pretty ignorant comments. Okay. Well, this one's not as active as the Cowboys. Can we hold the lead? Yeah, that's the question. Are we going to be able to hold this lead? Because we had the lead. We had a 14-point lead against the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we couldn't hold it. We have to hold this lead. I think they can, but we'll see. Thinking is different than it actually happening. So let's see if the Chiefs can actually hold the lead as they come out of commercial. And we get ready for the kickoff here So Butker puts it up. And Detroit will bring it out to the 26-yard line. So the 26-yard line for the for the Detroit Lions, I'm sorry. So yeah, I mean, like, yeah, Dan Campbell's right. There are a few plays from having this thing completely turn on its head. So let's hope that Kansas City can make the adjustments to not let that happen. So Jared Goff under center. By the way, we're down to 11 seconds. Gibbs takes it up the middle, gets it to about the 31-yard line. So it'll be about second down and second and 5 is what it's going to be. So second and 5 from their own 31-yard line. Goff under center, gives it to Gibbs. Gibbs fights, but Leo Chanel does not let him get anything, so he gets about a gain of 2. So it'll be the 3rd and 3, I want to say. This Leo Chanel, yeah, John Cena, baby. Burp, burp, burp. Leo Chanel's a beast, man. He's really good. So yeah, 3rd and 3. 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Goff in the shotgun. St. Brown in motion. Goff telling him they got to hurry up. 5 seconds. Showing some blitz. They are not going to bring it. Spies. Bolton tried to stop it and he couldn't. Try to bat it down, but it's a first down by the Lions. Oh, God, Lee. Quick pass. Jamison Williams was wide open, and he gets the first down. And they crossed it, so now they're at the Chiefs 48. Jeez Louise, man. What are we doing? See, again, this defense is killing me, man. Like, that's stuff we didn't do before. Like, why is that now a thing? Goff under center, takes the snap, gives it to Gibbs again, and they get him, and he gets a gain of 2. So to the Kansas City 46-yard line. So 2nd and 8 coming up. Three receivers to the left. Gibbs back there with Goff. Goff in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks, throws it quickly to Gibbs. Gibbs looking for the corner. He's not going to get it. He's going to get pushed back and pushed out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down. So actually, it's going to be 3rd and 11 on this play from the Chiefs 49. Some checks happening. Goff in the shotgun, trying to hurry up. 2, 1, gets the snap barely, gets it to Jamison Williams. Jamison Williams gets nowhere, and a great stop by Cook. And it'll be 4th down, and the Lions will have to punt. The Chief fence pulls off the stop this time. Good tackle by Cook. That was great tackle by Cook. So here's a punt. 4th and 10. Mejio gets it, and the Chiefs will take over from the 6. From the 7, actually. That's what it's looking like. With 42 left. We're on a commercial break. So, beautiful. All right, let's see. Can Kansas City extend this lead even more? Let's see. Let's find out. But, okay. Second half. Detroit had some success there, but then eventually Kansas City's defense made the stop, and that's all we can ask. That's all we can ask for. They made the stop, and that's what matters. And then offensively, we look good on that first drive. So let's see. Like, this is the time. I start icing the game here. This is the kill shot moment. You go up 27-10. Detroit isn't a big play offense per se. They methodically work down the field with their 2 running backs, and then that opens it up for their receivers. They're not necessarily known too much for the big, quick plays. And as you can see, it takes them a while to get down the field, whereas for Kansas City, it doesn't. So this is the opportunity. This is the first time Detroit's also trailed coming out of halftime since the Green Bay game. So they're not used to being in this, they're uncomfortable in this position, I want to say. And again, they're not built to score quickly. They're built to break their opponents, basically, and to bleed out the clock and not let, the other team to really, get a chance to. But when you have an offense like Kansas City's who's humming right now, and it's just moving down the field like nothing because the Detroit defense the secondary is just not great, it's going to be, like, this is a recipe for disaster for Detroit right now. Stealing cotton candy from a child is crazy work. I have so much water. It's crazy. All right. Yeah, Moore is doing a great job at left tackle, and that's why we went out and got him. We haven't talked about Moore at all. He's had a couple moments here and there, but all in all, he's done a great job, and this is why we signed him to be our swing tackle. Just in case. Jalen Moore has done very great. He's lived up to it so far. So, all right, 1st and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Sorry, got to switch all that up. Mahomes takes the snap, gives it to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt, oof, what a big collision. Gets to about the 9-yard line. So it'll be what, 2nd and 7, I want to say. Second and 7, 2nd and 6. 2nd and 7. From the 10. So 2nd and 7, 6 minutes, around 6 minutes left in the first or second half or third quarter. Jeez, gotta focus here. Worthy in motion. Mahomes in the shotgun. Pacheco back there with him. Mahomes looking, doesn't find anybody. He's in trouble. Tries to throw it to Pacheco, and Pacheco does not catch it. Of course, surprise, surprise. But that really wasn't a pass for Pacheco to catch. That was more so a catch just to not get an incompletion. But now it is 3rd down and 7. So this is a big play here, because Detroit can get the ball quickly, get back quickly, and they're still in the game. We got to convert here. So 3rd and 7 from our own 10-yard line. Mahomes in shotguns, got Pacheco, Kelsey in motion. Gets it. Goes, throws it to Kelsey. Kelsey catches it after bobbling it, and it's a 1st down. Kansas City. Gets it down to the 27. Kelsey almost dropped that, dude. He's also killing me. 5 receptions, 70 yards. This is his biggest game in a while. 1st and 10 from the 27. Mahomes looking and slides. Gets to about the 30. It's 2nd down and 8, I want to say. Yeah, 2nd down and 8. So 2nd and 8 here. Ball on the 30. No, the Kansas City 29, actually. Fakes it there. And incomplete pass. So in a 3rd down situation again, the Kansas City Chiefs are. So yeah, 3rd and 8 from the 29. Yeah, again, I don't understand why we're doing these weird trick plays. Like, come on, man. 3rd and 8. Mahomes in shotgun. Pacheco. Hollywood Brown in motion. Takes the snap. Looking. He's got pressure. Mahomes steps up. Cuts up. Tries to get it. Ooh, does not get it. He's going to get... It's going to be down at the 35-ish. So it'll be 4th and 2 at the 20... No, at the 35, yeah. So it'll be 4th and 2. I think they're just going to punt it here. Yeah, so a punt here, not great. It's our first punt of the night, though, so that's good. But we need a touchdown here would have iced the game, I think, and that's not good that we didn't get that. Huge punt, and Detroit will take over from their 18-yard line. As they go to commercial. By the way, my clock is completely off. So 3:34 left. I don't know why that one's saying that time. Work with me, son. All right, there we go. Still working the kinks out on this new system. But so far, working great. Looks great. Yeah, missed opportunity there by the Kansas City Chiefs. They needed that bad. They needed that bad because yeah. There was an opportunity to ice the game. Totally lost my train of thought for a second there. Yeah, they needed a chance to ice the game there, and they didn't do it. So that blows. That day was ruined. So, see what we're looking at here. Again, Patrick Mahomes being the leading rusher on this team is terrible. Like, look at this. Like, this is nonsense right here. Like, Patrick Mahomes can't keep being at the top of our rushing list. It's just not, it's not good business. It's not good business at all. And these guys, you know, they're just not game-changing running backs. Isaiah Pacheco hasn't really been that ever since the injury last season. And then Kareem Hunt, he just doesn't have that juice anymore like he used to. Before, like on his first run with us, like he just doesn't have that anymore. So I think the Chiefs got to get, trade deadline is going to be up soon. I don't know if there's a guy out there that we can get. We'll see. So we'll come back to this. Oof. Yeah, got hit in the arm. All right, 3:34 left. Chris Jones might be a little nicked up, but he's still out there. Goff takes the snap. Gets it to Montgomery. Montgomery's got lots of space. Cook makes the saving tackle, and he gets to about the 42-yard line. And Chris Jones isn't out there right now. Ugh. That's brutal. Laporta in motion. Goff in shotgun. Fakes it. Got some pressure. Goff finds Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they get the first down. To about the Chiefs' 46-yard line. Chris Jones back in the game. Ah, man. This is not great. I don't like this. We need a Chris Jones impact play here. 1st and 10. Right in motion. Goff looking his direction. Finds St. Brown again. St. Brown against Leo Chanel. He gets the first down. And that'll be at the Kansas City 35. So they're moving now. So my whole analysis that it takes them a while to move the ball is now officially wrong. Because they have moved the ball quickly here. Porta in motion. Goff looking. Throws down to St. Brown again. This time he doesn't get the first down. But it'll be 2nd and 4 from the 29. As we come up to the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Detroit in field goal range, definitely. But they're usually an aggressive team. So will they kick a field goal? I'm not sure. Williams in motion. He's got the corner here. Gets it. Gets about the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Kansas City 23-yard line. And we're down to the final minute here, so we'll see here. Come on, D. Come on, D. Final 30 seconds of the 3rd quarter. Goff under center. He's got Montgomery behind him. Got man in motion. Fakes it to Montgomery. Dumps it down to Montgomery. Montgomery gets the first down and gets it down to about the 9-yard line. And that will probably take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. And the Kansas City Chiefs holding on to a 10-point lead here. Heading into the 4th quarter, but the Detroit Lions are driving. They are down at the Kansas City 8, and it'll be 1st and goal when they come back from commercial and start the 4th quarter, which also means they are flipping the field. So, yep, defense not doing great on this drive. We need to stop. We need to stop them. Maybe hold them to a field goal. And at least we still have a 7-point lead. But with a 10-point lead, that'll leave us with a field goal. And this is where it gets nerve-wracking. Because, again, like, we had an opportunity to ice this game, and we don't ice the game, man. Like, going up 27-10, feel more comfortable right now. But this is what Kansas City loves to do, man. They love to make us sweat. All right. Might try to sit down here. We're going to sit down. Tired of standing. As we slowly come down. Bring her down slowly. Bring her down slowly. I wish this desk moved a little bit faster. And boom, there we are. There we are. So, yeah, we are officially about to start the fourth quarter here. So, yeah, it'll be first and goal. They're actually at the 8-yard line. They're not at the 9. There, put it there. Just kind of want to see it move myself. So. Huh. Interesting. All right, here we go. First and goal for the Detroit Lions. Goff is in shotgun. He's got Gibbs back there with him. Takes the snap, looks, fires it to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's not going to get in, but he's going to get down to the 5. So it'll be second and goal. Actually gets to the 4. Well, Skipper's not a bad offensive lineman. Like, yeah. All right, here we go. Second and goal. Goff and shotgun. Now he's got Montgomery back there. Laporta in motion. Looks, fires. Laporta catches it, and they say it's a touchdown. Did he really catch that? 1. Oh, yeah, he did. What a catch by Laporta. That's impressive. That was impressive. We should have drafted Laporta. All right, extra point attempt by Bates. Kick is up, and it is good, and it's a 3-point game. And once again, had Kansas City scored on their last drive, it would be a 10-point game right now, but it's a 3-point game. So Kansas City will get the ball next. Hopefully they can get it figured out here. And they need points. They need points. They need a touchdown. So, yep, this is where it starts to get a little nerve-wracking. Because that was not a good defensive. I mean, dude, like, honestly, that was just an incredible catch by Laporta. Because Shamari Connor was actually all over him. But, you know, once again, Shamari Connor just killing me. As of right now, win probability, the Chiefs are still have a here. Let's pull it up. Yeah, the Chiefs still have a 66.5% chance of winning this game as of right now. It just depends on how this goes. Obviously, if they don't score here, you got to think Detroit's chances go up high. But as of right now, I mean, Kansas City heading into... Yeah, I mean, they were in the 80s, and now they're in the 60s. So, just looking at that. Total yards as of right now, Chiefs, 269. Detroit has now got more total yards at 292. No turnovers for either team. About equal at first downs. Pretty clean game for Kansas City. They cleaned it up compared to last week. 13 penalties. Last week, no penalties so far. 3 for Detroit. 1 for 5 on third downs. That's not great. And 5 for 9 there. Of course, we're 2 for 3 on fourth downs and 0 for 1. The Lions have only gone for it one time, and they're 0 for 1. We're 3 for 4 in the red zone. They're 1 for 2. They've had they just had a decent drive there. So obviously this might change a little more, but they've had the ball mostly from that first drive. So yeah. So that's some stats right there for you, but so next Sunday night is going to be the Falcons against the Niners. Two Monday night games is crazy work to me. I don't know why we're doing 2 Monday night games. Makes no sense. So, all right, here we go. Kansas City is going to get the ball here. 4:14 left as Bates kicks it. Remigio is going to take it out and gets it to about the 31. We're 0-3 on one-score games. This is a one-score game right now, so it's regression back to the mean, man. You're not that last year was an anomaly, and I've been saying that all season. Last year was an anomaly. You don't normally win 11 one-score games. You're gonna lose, some of those. Kareem Hunt takes the ball, gets it to about the 34-yard line, I want to say. So it'll be, look at me, still struggling here. Second down. So it gets it to about the 34-yard line. For second down and 7. Mahomes under center. He's got Pacheco in the backfield. Takes the snap. Looks, and ball is batted down. And a penalty, roughing the passer. Oh, sorry. So 15 yards. And that'll put the Chiefs at the 49. Oh, yeah. Easy roughing the passer. They were like, dude, the ball's gone. Yeah, the Chiefs have done good not being penalized. So they're at the they're at their own 49. Mahomes takes a snap, tosses it to Worthy. Great block. Worthy cuts through. Gets it to the Detroit 45. And it'll be 2nd and 4. So excited. So excited for next for tomorrow, because tomorrow Rashee Rice is back from his suspension, baby. We're so locked in. Mahomes in shotgun. Kelsey in motion. Looks, gets it to Worthy. Worthy gets the first down, and he's going to get more. He's cutting up the field, and he gets to the 35. It's going to be, no, he actually gets to the 30. And it's going to be first down and 10 for the Kansas City Chiefs at the Detroit 30-yard line. Noah Gray in motion. Mahomes in shotgun takes it, fakes it to Pacheco, gets it quick to Juju Smith-Schuster. Smith-Schuster gets it down to the 20-yard line, and it'll be another first down, Kansas City, as they're in the red zone now. Pass rushers. God, he cannot help from saying pass rush. Mahomes takes it, dumps it to Smith. Smith cuts through, fights for the first down. He's going to get close. It'll be second down and 3. Are we sure it's 3? Well, they're at the Detroit 13. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, second and 2. Sorry. Second and 2. Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Pacheco gets through. And it'll be first and goal at the Detroit 8-yard line. So good drive here. Good drive here. Good response. Good response. Hopefully I didn't just jinx that. So first and goal from the 8-yard line. Mahomes under center. Pacheco gives it to him. He's going to cut through, and he's going to get close, and he's going to get stuffed at the 3-yard line. It's 10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Kansas City knocking on the door here, trying to maintain a lead. They're up by 3, looking to extend the lead back up to 10. So Mahomes is going back under center. Pacheco back there again. Are they going to hand it to him? They got it in a bunch formation. Worthy in motion. Mahomes takes the snap, fakes it, looking, throws it away. And it'll be third and goal from the 3. 9:35 left. Is it 4-down territory down here? I'm not sure. Mahomes in the shotgun. Pacheco in motion. Takes the snap. Looking. Fires. Man wide open. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown. Kansas City. And the Chiefs extend the lead, baby. Nine-point lead right now. Again, it's not given that that Butker makes this. Can Butker make it? And it is good. So it's a 10-point lead. Kansas City Chiefs 27. The Detroit Lions 17. And your boy is this much closer to tying up Kirby in the pick'ems. The 4-year streak is in the works now. Got to do the celebration because they love doing that celebration. All right, they're on a commercial break, so. All right, yep, we're coming down to the nitty gritty. Final 9.5 minutes. Yeah. All right, let's look at it now. Let's look at it now. Let's see what it puts us at right now. All right, here it is. Kansas City Chiefs, according to ESPN, have a 91.7% chance of winning this game. Detroit's down to 8.3. 9:30 left in the game, and it's mostly, I think, because of the fact that the Detroit defense just can't stop the Kansas City Chiefs offense. They've had and Detroit's offense is a more methodical offense. Like I said earlier, last drive they went down the field and scored quickly, but so far it's taken them a while to get down the field. So let's see how this drive goes. If they can score quickly and knock out only and have it at still like 6 minutes, I think the Lions still have a shot. 6 minutes, then you give them, then you stop Kansas City. Yeah. Then they're in business. But it's a 2-possession lead. So that's the beautiful thing about this lead is that since it's 2 possessions, Detroit can go on a methodical drive, score a touchdown, and it's not guaranteed that they can win the game. But, you know, crazier things have happened. 13 seconds happened. Obviously, that was us, but yeah. So 27-17 as we come back. Butker kicks it down. Craig Reynolds brings it out and gets it to about the 25-yard line. Also, what is... I didn't start the clock because I wasn't paying attention. 9:24. So 9:24 left in the game. Detroit will start from the 26. They're on 26-yard line. There's Honolulu blue, but there's still a lot of red in that crowd, bruh. All right, so here we go. Oh yeah, no, there's no shot. They got us. It's gonna be 4-down territory no matter what. Goff under center, gives it to Gibbs. Gibbs spins out, but Nick Bolton makes the big play, baby. 2nd down. And it was a loss of 3, so it'll be 2nd and 13. God, he can't stop saying pass rush. So Goff throws, finds Amon-Ra St. Brown, and he fumbled it, and the ball went out of bounds. So it'll be 3rd and 10. Here. Man in motion. Goff pointing out some stuff. Trying to hurry up and get the snap. 4 seconds left on the play clock. Gets it. Looking under pressure. Chris Jones and Amenahue gets the sack. And it'll be 4th down. What do they do here? Are they going to go for it or are they just going to punt it? Chris Jones making the impact play and Amenahue finishing it off. So it'll be 4th and 14. Yeah, they're gonna have to punt. They're at their own 22-yard line. So even though it's technically supposed to be 4th down territory, so the Chiefs pretty much might have just sealed the victory here. There's the punt. Remigio grabs it, gets it to the 35. He's got some space. He's cutting around. He's across the 50, and he gets it. Fumbled it, but I think he was down already. No, they're saying he's down. And the Kansas City Chiefs will take over. Yeah. Easy. Yeah, so they'll get it at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, Kansas City. They got it on the Detroit 46. So, score here, ices the game. That's game, baby. And we successfully go 500 without Rashee Rice. And now we're going to get that weapon back. Oh, hell yes. Hell yes. I don't know if Kirby's still watching, but guess what, bruh? It looks like Papa's gonna, he's gonna tie again. It's not looking good for you. It's not looking great. All right, just checking things out, just making sure everything's good. All right, now let's look at it. Let's look at the win probability now. It is still at 97. I think it was at 97.1. Now it's 97.2%. So I don't need to show it just yet. But yeah, when we needed it most, Chris Jones showed up and made the game changing pressure. There's the big guy. You see, now he comes out. Oh, excuse me. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Chiefs. My bad. We are on a commercial break. Yeah, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Chiefs with 7:12 to go. Is what my clock says. My clock says 7:01, but I have it at 7:12 over here. But you see, this is what happens when we don't shoot ourselves in the foot as much as we did in that Jacksonville game and in the Chargers game, and we actually play the football that we know we can play. While the defense wasn't necessarily the best still tonight, but they made the plays when they needed to. And that was the difference. In Jacksonville, they didn't make the plays that we needed to. Tonight, we made the plays that we needed to. 1st and 10. Mahomes under center. Gives it to Pacheco. Pacheco goes up the middle and gets about 4. Actually 5. So it'll be 2nd and 5. Oh, just wait until Rashee Rice comes back. Well, we'll see. We'll see. We're putting a lot on Rashee Rice, but Smith-Schuster in motion. Mahomes in shotgun. He's got Pacheco back there with him. Takes the snap. Gives it to Pacheco. Pacheco looks to cut up. Doesn't get much. He gets about maybe 2. So 4th and 3 at the 42-yard line. I'm actually confused. Yeah, Jalen Moore was really great tonight. I mean, we didn't mention him really once, and that's good. Pacheco in motion, quickly gets it to Travis Kelce. First down, Kelce. And that will give us a first down, and we're down to the 33-yard line. He's just going to turn around. There's nothing tricky about that. He just turned around and he was open. And there's Tay. The life of a tight end is a crazy statement. As we approach the 5-minute mark, methodical drive. We're just trying to waste as much time as possible to not really give Detroit any shot. Gives it to Pacheco. Pacheco cuts it up. Gets it to about the 29, I want to say. So it'll be 2nd and 5. And yeah, that's something that I guess you got to factor in for Detroit. Look at all the people they're missing in their secondary. You know, their safeties wobbled out there and playing through pain, and it's just not great for them. So it does suck for Detroit. But hey, I mean, you've only lost 2 games. You're 4-2. We're 3-3. Like, we should be 4-2. But Mahomes gets it to Smith. Smith fights, gets it close. And it'll be 3rd and 1 at the 25-yard line. Nah, Dan Campbell's going to blame himself for this one. But honestly, like, I mean, Detroit still played a decent game. It's just, again, look, the Chiefs finally made the plays that they needed to make. And when they don't get penalized, there's no turnovers, it's good. Noah Gray in motion. Mahomes takes it, gives it to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt fights, gets the first down, and more. Kareem Hunt fighting and gets it down to the 16-yard line. And a timeout by Detroit. Timeout Detroit. 3:25 left in the game. And it'll be 1st down and 10 from the Detroit 15. So Kansas City looking to ice the game here pretty much. I think it's safe to say that we probably got this victory. We'll be looking at we'll be looking at 3-3, which isn't terrible, considering. And again, those 3 games could have been wins. We could have beaten the Chargers. We could have beaten the Eagles. We should have beaten the Jags. But we did it, so it's all right. Schedule gets tougher from here, so it was imperative that we win this one, because, you know, we're gonna have the Raiders, which shouldn't necessarily pose too much of a challenge. We're going to face the Commanders, who will be feisty. We'll see how that goes. Obviously, they're coming to us. It's going to be 3-man boost Civil War. Maybe Kirby does the watch-along with me that week. I don't know if he will, because they keep chickening out of doing it and acting like they, they got they can't make time for me. I'm kidding. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Avoid highways. No. Almost accidentally closed OBS. That was bad. All right, here we go. Okay, so yeah, at this point, it's pretty much a guaranteed win. 99.8% probability that the Kansas City Chiefs win this game, especially with them driving. And with that only being 3:25 left, I don't know why these guys are saying 3:26. Box score? Let's look at the box score. Kansas City. Yeah, I mean, Patrick Mahomes, 22 for 30, 257 yards, 3 touchdowns. A monster game for him, man. Again, people are saying that, like, he's on the decline and that he doesn't belong in MVP conversations. Bro, like, the reason why we're even still in these games is because of Mahomes. And, like, his stats are right there up with Josh Allen's. Anywho, let's get back to this real quick. And Kareem Hunt gets to the 13. And a timeout by Detroit. Yeah. It gives them a chance, but then they have to go out, score a touchdown. There's only 3 minutes left. So, next couple games we're at home. Thank God. All right, 3rd and 21, 2nd and 8. 3rd and 21, 3 minutes, 21 seconds is what I meant to say. Pacheco goes up the middle, and Dan Campbell is going to use his final timeout. And it'll be 3rd and 6. As they go to commercial again. So overall, dude, I think my MVP is going to go out to Jalen Moore just because, like, he stepped in last second and, like, it was he's done great on the left side. And honestly, I'm glad that we have because, dude, like, that was the issues. Last year we had Wanye, we had Suamateia, and it just wasn't good. But you know, getting Jalen Moore as like the security blanket. And obviously, we got him before we drafted Simmons, who, of course, apparently is not even in Kansas City. He had to go to California. I guess something must have happened. We never left. But, yeah, I think Jalen Moore might be my MVP of the game because, honestly, like, how... We didn't say his name once. I mean, the whole offensive line play has played great. Even... I mean, we have Jawan Taylor has been a non-issue tonight, which is great. No penalties for the Kansas City Chiefs so far. Let's see. I am correct in that stat, right? Let me see. We need Gamecast. Come down here. Yes, no penalties for the Kansas right here. No penalties for the Kansas City Chiefs. 0 penalties, 0 yards. 4 penalties in this game, all on Detroit. None on Kansas City. After that abysmal performance on the last game, they just after that abysmal 13 penalties for like 106 yards against Jacksonville. This was a great performance here by the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs showed out. Let's see how the Lions respond. What do you mean how they respond? Like, I don't think, okay. I don't know what to do with that, Kirby. Let's see how your team does. Because you guys are coming to Arrowhead soon. Also, Kirby, I've tied. No lead is safe with me. All right, Worthy in motion. 3rd and 6. Mahomes looking under pressure, gets sacked. And that'll be 4th down, and yeah, they go back to the 4th and 10 basically. So they lost 4. So they're back down to the 15. So I'm pretty sure Butker's coming out to try to kick a field goal here. Oh, they're wasting all the time right now. So a timeout for the Chiefs. Oh, yeah, that's not great that they got to go play Tampa with the way Tampa's playing right now. Then they get the bye week, then they get the Vikings, and they got the Commanders, and then they got the Eagles on Sunday Night Football. Hey, this is the first live stream of... No, that's not true. They beat the Giants. But this is the first one that I've done where they actually like did pretty decent. Because that Giants game was like brutal in the first half. At least this one was like, all right, pretty decent. All right, so here we go. Harrison Butker coming for the field goal. Will he make it? It's not guaranteed. 33 yards. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Kansas City Chiefs are up 30-17. So, where does that officially put the Kansas City Chiefs? Yep. Yep. It's pretty much virtually guaranteed at this point. 99.9% win probability at this point in the game. Hey, they did good. They did good. If they score 30 points, they win the game usually. So that's good. It was always a struggle to get this much last season. So the fact that we're getting it this season and that, you know, we've turned it around from how it looked earlier is good work. It's good work. So 2.5 minutes left. Or 2:26 actually. Lions bring it out. Are going to get it at about the 26, 27 yard line. 27. So they are down, what is it, 13? So they basically need, yeah. It would have been a 3-way tie in the AFC West had they just beaten. All right, Goff takes a snap. Looking, there is a penalty. And Laporta gets close to the first down, but there is a penalty. And it's going to be offside on the Kansas City Chiefs. And there is the Chiefs' first penalty, but it is declined. So it'll be 2nd and 1 from the Detroit 36. Oh, Goff under pressure. Goff in trouble. Puts it up. Doesn't reach the line of scrimmage. He was out of the pocket, though. But it didn't reach the line of scrimmage. So is it intentional grounding? I guess not. Nobody's questioning this. That was a hold, by the way. So it'll be 3rd and 1. Man in motion. Goff looking. Trying to hurry up. 5 seconds remaining. Takes the snap. Goff looks. Puts it down in the turf. And it'll be 4th and 1. It's just not going great for them. They are struggling. In aspects where they normally execute very well, they are really struggling tonight. But this is what I was saying earlier, is that, yeah, like Detroit, they're methodical. They like to run the ball, and then that opens their passing game. It's what Chris Collinsworth just said. When they have to pass, it's harder for them because they're not necessarily built this way. So Goff takes a snap, looks, under pressure, fires, and it's incomplete. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And the Kansas City Chiefs will take over at the Detroit 36. And we've hit the 2-minute warning. As the Chiefs are going to just run out the clock at this point. This game is done. This game is done now. And it was a fantastic performance by the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, I mean, there are things that we got to clean up. Offensively, we look good. We only punted the ball once. We got that one penalty now. I mean, is it officially at 100% yet? Nope. It'll forever stay at 99.9 because there's always that 0.1% chance that things go horribly wrong. Well, the Chiefs technically don't have a penalty still because the penalty was declined, so it didn't count. So they technically still don't have it. So 2-minute warning. Yeah, I can't complain here. So yeah, I'm assuming that, well, yeah, they can just knee the ball at this point, and they'll be good, and then they just call a timeout, knee it, all that jazz. Yep. Very pleased with this performance. I'm glad I'm not sitting at the edge of my seat here like I was last week, at the end of the game. It feels weird. It feels weird sitting here like, we got this. This 2 minutes isn't going to matter. There's our girl. There's Tay-Tay. Taylor Swift. Ah! It's the first game she's ever really shown up. So I believe we're just going to knee it, correct? Are we in victory formation? Yes, victory formation. Mahomes knees it. And a great performance by Kansas City. A lot of people doubted us. A lot of people counted us out. And honestly, I was worried about this game because I was like, look, if Detroit's coming out hot right now, they're one of the best, they had that blunder week 1. But this is a good win by Kansas City. This is a good win. Two, one, and go. Mahomes takes it down. We're down to 3rd down. Yeah, that is a good point. At least they'll be coming back. And here we go. Final knee for the victory. Mahomes takes the knee, and that will seal it for the Kansas City Chiefs. 30-17. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, not great. Uh-oh, controversy. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's Isaiah Pacheco getting pulled. I have no idea what happened. No idea what happened. All of a sudden, there was a fight. Okay, let's see here. So Mahomes, all of a sudden. Whoa! So Branch started it. And Pacheco was just more so trying to push him out of the way and hold him out. Yeah, that was uncalled for by Branch. And honestly, and something they're going to do something to Schuster also, to Juju. But that was unnecessary. That was uncalled for. Unreal. Sore loser, Branch. Sore loser. Anyways. All right, let's look at the final statistics here. So the Chiefs officially win. We are 3-3, not 2-3, 3-3, as you can see by what I have on here on the scoreboard. 3-3. Detroit Lions are 4-2. Team stats. Chiefs had 26 first downs. The Lions had 18. There's something going on. Oh, yeah, tomorrow's Columbus Day. Yeah. Actually, let's look at the box score, actually. Yeah, the box score is what we want. Patrick Mahomes was 22 for 30, 257 yards, 3 tutties. I guess he was sacked 3 times is what they're saying. Interesting. Pacheco ended up being the leading rusher, thankfully. 12 carries, 51 yards. But again, he's averaging 4.3 yards a carry. But 12 carries to get 51 yards is not great. Mahomes had 10 carries. Jesus. For 32 yards. The 1 touchdown. Kareem Hunt had 6 carries, 23 yards. No tutties. And Xavier Worthy had the 1 carry for 6 yards. Travis Kelce was our leading receiver with 6 receptions, 78 yards. He didn't score a touchdown. He was targeted 7 times. Juju Smith-Schuster had 3 receptions for 57 yards. He was targeted. So every time we threw the ball to him, he caught it. Hollywood Brown had 44 receptions for 45 yards and 2 touchdowns. Same thing. Every time we threw it to Hollywood Brown, he caught it. Noah Gray, 2 receptions, 25 yards. Xavier Worthy had 2 receptions for 20 yards and 1 touchdown there. We did have a fumble, but we recovered it. The defense, Shamari Connor had 14 tackles, 10 solos, so that's good for him. Officially, Amenihue got a sack, and that's it. We only got 1 sack. And then where is Chris Jones had only 1 tackle. Yeah. Remigio had 4 returns, 105 yards, as long as it was 31 yards. Butker, of course, missed an extra point, but so he was 3 for 4 in extra points, but he was 1 for 1 on field goals. So yeah, I mean, honestly, this is a great box score. And again, the biggest thing here for us is this right here. As I go down here, is this right here. They got one penalty. They actually did get a penalty for offsides, but it was declined. But this was the biggest thing that hurt us against the Jacksonville Jaguars, was the 13 penalties. That's what killed us. And it wasn't necessarily a terrible game by the Lions. I mean, 4 penalties, 38 yards. Game balls are going to Patrick Mahomes, Hollywood Brown, and Leo Chanel. Total, we outgained them by total yards. This was a clean game. No turnovers on the other side. Now, there was a fumble, but Patrick Mahomes got it back. And hold on, they're talking to Patrick. I'm listening to Patrick, sorry. I hate that my camera does that. I really got to figure that out. Whew, Hollywood Brown with the grills. He's got that ice. They even caught Alex seeing that smile. Jesus. We were 4 for 10 on third downs. They were 5 for 11. They didn't convert on a single fourth down this game. Now, they only had 2 that they went for. We had 3, and we got 2 of them. We were 4 for 6 in the red zone. They were 1 for 2. We ended up outpossessing them by literally a minute. So, standings-wise, Detroit technically moves down under Green Bay. We stay in third place. Had we won that game, man, had we won that game last week. So, yeah, obviously, as we do our little post-game wrap-up here really quick, yeah. So, Kansas City's still in third place. Obviously, they got the game against Vegas next week. We're finally a 1 o'clock slate, a 1 o'clock game. We're not going to be we're not on prime time at all. We're not at the 4:25. We're not Monday night. We're not Sunday night. We're not a Thursday night game. We're at a 1 o'clock slate, so we're not going to be thrown in your guys' face. So yeah, Vegas, we play them next. And obviously, these guys all won today. Denver winning in that ugly game against the Jets. LA surviving against Miami. Really quick, I can't pull it up on here because it's on my laptop. But no. Get out of here. I'm just trying to play How to Train Your Dragon right now. Put on this for now. So if you guys want an update here, on how the Pick'ems is going, as of right now, we have a tie. The week has gone perfectly for me. Right now, me and Kirby are tied at 21 and 12. And Dan is in last place at 19 and 14. He has had a little, not a rough one. He's, what is he right now? I'm clearing it all up right now. So, let's see. He got the Jacksonville-Seattle game wrong because he picked Jacksonville, and obviously they lost to Seattle. So, aside from that, he's 2-1 so far. Correct? No, he's 3-1 so far. And I'm 4-0. And Kirby is now 3-1 because he picked Detroit over Kansas City. And pretty much it's going to stay like this because hold on. Can I bring it in here really quick? I don't think I can. So, the Chiefs won. That's what happened. But yeah, yeah, I'm just looking at all these stats right now. But yeah, Kirby's 21-12. I'm tied with him 21-12. So year 4, we're rocking it, baby. We're trying to get that 4-peat. That way I can officially retire and I don't have to keep going against these lame-ass jabronis who can't pick games to win. But yeah, Dan is at 19-14, so he's looking to make a big comeback. We all picked the Bills. We picked the Commanders tomorrow night. So with, yeah, all that being said. So, yeah, I mean, pretty clean performance by Kansas City. Nothing more to really say here. Pacheco with 51. Once again, that's something I want to look at. The box score. Once again, Kansas City holding this Detroit running game. And this is one thing you can trust on Kansas City is the rushing defense is going to be good. They held Jahmyr Gibbs to 65 yards. They held David Montgomery to 24. 98 total yards rushing for the Detroit Lions. That is fantastic. That's one thing that you can always count on for the Kansas City Chiefs defense is they're going to stop the rushing attack. It's the receiving. It's the secondary that's kind of giving us some issues. And, of course, getting pressure from the front four when we don't blitz. That's become the biggest issue. I mean, Jamison Williams had 6 receptions for 66 yards, 1 touchdown. Sam Laporta had that incredible touchdown, 55 yards on 5 receptions. Amon-Ra St. Brown had 9 receptions for 45 yards. Montgomery had 2 for 37. Yeah, I mean, not much to really say here. Don't want to do that. Yeah, not much to really say here, but all in all, it was a great performance by the Kansas City Chiefs, man. Like, it really was. But I don't think there's really much more to do here. There's not much more to say. Great win by the Kansas City Chiefs. We're 3-3. The Detroit Lions are 4-2. We move on. We're moving on to Vegas, and we will we'll see that game. It's going to be Rashee Rice's first game back because he can officially come back. 6 weeks have gone by, so he's off suspension, baby. Let's freaking go. So now we get to see the Chiefs, and the beautiful thing is that the offense has relatively stayed healthy enough. We still got all our receivers. The one receiver I was most worried about was Hollywood Brown. So now we get to see this Chiefs offense at its full power. We'll see how Rashee Rice comes in. Hopefully he's been putting in work. He said he was going to. So hopefully he's been working during this time, and he's going to come in ready to just hit the ground running. I'm sure they're going to ease him in. He's not going to just be thrown right into the wolves and be the big primary guy. They're going to work him in. But hopefully by the Buffalo game, he's ready to go. Again, going through the schedule, here's what we got as I pull it up really quick. We obviously got the Raiders next week. Then we got the Commanders on Monday Night Football. That's going to be a huge game. Obviously, like I said, that's the 3-man booth Civil War Part 2, basically. And most likely we'll be doing a live stream for that game. So expect to see at least me. Whether Kirby's got the balls to show up on that live stream and do it with me is entirely up to him. It's entirely up to him. He hasn't had the balls to show up on this show yet. Actually, that's not true. He did. He actually did. He showed up during the Green Bay Commanders game, but he made a brief appearance there. So yeah, Commanders, Chiefs on Monday night. Then we got the Bills on Sunday at 4:25 on CBS. So, and you got to think we're probably we always lose that game. We always lose it. So we have to win against the Raiders. We have to win against the Commanders. Then we'll be 5-3 at that point. We can lose, go 5-4, go into the bye week, and then we come out on the other side and play the Broncos. We play the Colts. I mean, it's going to be 3 tough games coming out of the bye week. Broncos at the Broncos, Colts at Arrowhead, and then, of course, Thanksgiving matchup against the Dallas Cowboys, which is going to be a mega game, but obviously with how bad that Dallas defense is, I don't foresee Kansas City losing that game. But that offense, when it's humming, it's humming. And that's one thing you can count. Dak Prescott's still playing at a high level. Obviously, I know they lost to the Panthers. Surprise, surprise. That's what happens when you don't when you trade away your best player, who again would have made the impact play in that game. Idiot, man. He's an idiot. I can't stand Jerry Jones. And then of course we got the Texans, the Chargers, again at Arrowhead. We got the Titans. We got the Broncos again on Christmas. And then we're going to play the Raiders to finish off the season. So it's still all in front of us. It's still all in front of us. The way I see it, I say we're going to win those two, 5-3, 5-4. I think we'll be 6-4, 7-4, 8-4, 9-4, 10-4. There might be a loss here and there. So I'm seeing 12-5, 11-6 for the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, whether that's enough for us to win the division, I'm not sure. But I like it. I like it so far. So yeah, I think we're gonna end it here. It was great to do this again. Great to be back. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed the new scorebug graphic that we added. It was a lot of fun working. Still working on the kinks, getting used to running a totally another computer over here and having to focus on this again. Hopefully one day I can get some assistance on this. And I don't have to focus necessarily on all that, but we'll see. Of course, they don't call me the Swiss Army knife for no reason. This is a one-man operation, so we're making it happen here. But yeah, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is almost 11:30. I have to work tomorrow, so we're going to end it here. Hope you guys have an incredible night. This was a great birthday weekend for me. Turning 30 and turning 30 and the Kansas City Chiefs put up 30 points, baby. That's how it's done. Let's go. I had a great time with my family on Friday, dinner theater on Saturday where I was part of the show and I was the murderer and I put up the performance of a lifetime. Wish you guys could have seen it. Maybe I'll show a clip of it on the podcast. And then of course, Kansas City winning tonight, and completely shutting down the Detroit Lions. It's been a great birthday weekend. I really can't complain. I love my family. I love my teammates on this, Kirby and Dan. Again, really hope you guys will hop on this with me sometime. We'll see you guys again on Tuesday. Will we do a live stream next week? I am not 100% positive. Actually, before we go, let's see if we can settle that really quick, whether we're doing a live stream next week. Leo Chanel just had a conversation with them. What's the big matchups? Cowboys Commanders would be fun to do. Sunday Night Football is not interesting. Yeah, we might do Cowboys Commanders. We'll see if Kirby will hop on. I'll discuss it with him on Tuesday. But anyways, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we will catch you guys on the next one. Yeah. Peace.